Let's be real. For any sales team out there, that gap between your phone system and your CRM, that's where good deals just fall apart. So today, we're going to close that gap for good. We're diving into how integrating your communication tools directly into your CRM can totally revolutionize your workflow and, you guessed it, supercharge your sales.
Okay, does this question hit a little too close to home? If you're in sales, you know this grind. It feels like you spend a huge chunk of your day on tasks that aren't actually selling, right? But what if all that wasted time, all that busy work could just disappear? And look, the solution isn't about adding yet another tool to your stack. It's about making the tools you already use finally work together, seamlessly. It's about creating one powerful automated system where absolutely nothing falls through the cracks.
So first, let's talk about the enemy, the disconnected sales workflow. It's that constant nagging friction in your day. It's that feeling of being slowed down that keeps you and your team from hitting your absolute peak performance.
And these frustrations, I bet they look familiar. You're constantly jumping from your dialer back to your CRM, trying to piece together the conversation you just had. You forget to log that one important text message, or you update a phone number in one place, but oops, not the other. This isn't just annoying, it's a real problem. This friction leads directly to lost deals and data you just can't trust.
So, how do we fix this whole mess? Simple, by connecting your tools. We're going to take a close look at the Aloware and Pipedrive integration, which is built from the ground up to eliminate these exact problems and create what every team needs, a single, reliable source of truth.
Here's the core idea, and it's pretty powerful. You've got Aloware over here, your communication hub, and Pipedrive, your sales CRM. This integration acts as a seamless bridge between the two, letting them talk to each other constantly and share information automatically, in real time. So, think of it like this. This integration isn't just, linking two apps. It's about literally embedding Aloware's communication superpowers. We're talking calling, texting, and sequencing directly inside of Pipedrive. And then it automates all that tedious data entry that nobody wants to do.
All right, let's get into the first major benefit, and it's a big one: automation. This is where you start to get your time back, and your data becomes incredibly accurate.
Just look at this. It's beautiful. This is a contact record inside Pipedrive. Every single interaction, inbound calls, outbound calls, text messages, you name it, is automatically logged as an activity. You get a perfect chronological timeline of your entire relationship with a contact, all with zero manual effort.
But wait, it actually gets even better. When you click on one of those call activities, you don't just see that a call happened. No way. You get a detailed summary, the call's outcome, and even a link to listen to the full recording. And the best part, you're doing all of this without ever having to leave Pipedrive.
So these are the pillars that hold all that automation up. You've got two-way sync, which means no more double data entry. We just saw the automatic logging in action. And deal stage syncing, that's a total game changer. It means your communication sequences in Aloware can actually adapt based on where a deal is in Pipedrive. And user mapping just links your team's accounts to make setup a total breeze.
Okay, so automation takes care of all the busy work. That's great, but now let's talk about how this integration actively helps you connect with more people and close deals faster. It's time to supercharge your outreach.
Here is a perfect example of a feature that sounds so simple but saves a massive amount of time. Click to call. That's it. No more copying and pasting numbers. You see a number in Pipedrive, you click it, and you are instantly calling.
And here's exactly what that looks like right inside Pipedrive. You're on a contact's profile, you see their number, and there's that little phone icon right there. One click, and the Aloware dialer just pops up, ready to go. The efficiency gain from this one feature alone, over the course of a week, is just huge.
Now, if you really want to nurture leads, you need consistent follow-up. That's what Aloware sequences are all about, an automated series of texts and calls. And with this integration, you can enroll contacts directly from your Pipedrive list. You just select who you want, click a few buttons, and boom, your follow-up is running on autopilot. You can see that whole process right here. On the left, you're just selecting a group of contacts in Pipedrive and choosing Enroll to Sequence. On the right, the Aloware window pops open, you pick the sequence you want, and you're done. You literally just launched a personalized automated follow-up campaign in seconds.
And what about those high-volume call sessions? For that, there's the Power Dialer. This lets you build a super targeted call list directly from Pipedrive. You can filter your contacts, select a specific group, and send them straight into the Aloware Power Dialer queue to call them one after another, super efficiently.
And putting it into practice is so simple. You select your contacts, you choose Add to Power Dialer, and then you get this handy configuration screen. You can decide if they go to the top or the bottom of the queue, prevent duplicates, and a lot more. It's all about building smarter, faster call campaigns without leaving your CRM.
Now, a really great integration isn't just powerful, it's also flexible, right? So let's look at how you can customize the sync settings to make sure it works exactly the way your team needs it to. This is where you get really granular control over your data. You get to decide exactly what gets synced. Maybe you only want to log completed calls, or maybe missed calls too. Just inbound texts? You can even choose to sync activities only when a specific call outcome or disposition, like interested, is selected. You have total control. And there's even more. You can set a minimum call duration to filter out those accidental dials and voicemails. You can prevent the integration from creating new contacts, which is absolutely crucial for keeping your CRM data clean. It all comes down to this. You are in the driver's seat of your workflow and your data.
You know, this quote here really just says it all. The ultimate goal is to organize everything, bring it all into one place, and make your team way more productive.
So what does this whole transformation really look like? Well, it means hours saved every single week that were once just burned on manual data entry. It means higher productivity because your team is focused on selling, not tedious admin work. It means perfect communication tracking for better coaching and strategy. And, maybe most importantly, it means you never, ever miss a follow-up again.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. When all that friction is gone, when every single interaction is captured perfectly, and when your team is empowered with tools that actually accelerate their outreach instead of slowing them down, what could your team truly accomplish?